What's up? Good evening, everyone. I am Ben Klein, commish, Hardcore Challenge. Welcome to another edition of Hardcore Challenge Live. Special edition this week, highlighting former champion, Osky Assassins. Osky Assassins was our second champion in the 20-team format in 2011. And let's take a little trip down history lane. Osky Assassins owner Brad Kozlarich joined the league in 2010 when we had our large expansion efforts from the 12-owner basic format that we had in our first season to the 20-team format that we started in 2010, which has carried on to the current format. Obviously, our first recruiting effort for that was the owners that we currently had and having them reach out and looking for obviously qualified, dedicated, competitive owners that they knew, friends in their inner circle. Brad was recruited by Mikey T-Well, owner of Des Caught It, and he came in 2010. Basically bringing him and Tom in the same season proved to be huge. Like I said, we were looking for qualified and dedicated owners, and another home run was hit finding Brad, just like we did when we found Tom, our 2010 champion that we went over last week. First year in the league in 2010, Osky Assassins won their division crown, was tied for best record in the league on their way to the Super Bowl appearance their very first season. Both them and Arby's joined the league in 2010. Both went to the Super Bowl their first year. Arby's winning it. In their second season of the league, Brad proved it was no fluke, led the league in scoring, and on their way to a second straight Hardcore Challenge Super Bowl appearance. They avenged their Super Bowl loss the previous season to I'm Thinking Arby's, bouncing them in the semifinal round of that season on their way to meeting myself in the Super Bowl, and I lost. Brad raised the cup, became the new champion, the 2011 champion, and left his mark on the cup, the little Urlacher there who still stands on the plaque today. So, unfortunately, it's emblazoned with a bear now for the rest of its days. The Super Bowl win basically really started to cement them as an annual league powerhouse. Like I said, coming out and going to the Super Bowl their very first season, they were a mystery to a lot of the league, including myself. Didn't know them, didn't know if they were any good. Basically, them and Tom and Brad just really set themselves apart the first two seasons and basically have continued on to date. Statistically, Osky Assassins is among the best in our league. Osky Assassins is currently carrying a career regular season record of 54-30 with a 64.3 winning percentage. That is pretty stellar. Stellar winning percentage. His playoff record is 5-4, which includes a league-leading 3 Super Bowl appearances, the last being in 2013. They are second in the league in playoff appearances with 5, and they have made the playoffs every year since joining the league, except for last season's dismal 7-7 record. But even in that year, they still managed to elude their first losing season, taking it on and ending up at 7-7, still to elude that first losing season. Brad's level of competition in the league has really been immeasurable. We're very lucky to have him within our ranks, I believe. Like I said, I thought we hit a home run getting him and Tom in our expansion league, moving up to 20. They're really, I'm thinking Arby's clearly the number one historically in our power rankings, except for that one case you can make for Osky Assassins because they've been to 3 Super Bowls. Having only won one, that's still, if I was ranking everything they have, I say number 1 is Arby's, number 2 is Osky Assassins. Tell you what, 1 Super Bowl win from either one of those guys, and they'll vault the other. So, but they definitely are 1 and 2 in the league, and they should be feared again this season. I mean, they reload every year, and they come back. They come back as heavy hitters every single season. Like I said, Brad's been a very competitive and strong owner in this league, and look forward to having him in the league for years to come. Like I said, they always put up points. They're always a force to be reckoned with in the Elite East. They've won 3 titles in that division, and the 3 Super Bowl appearances speaks for itself. 6 seasons in the league, and half of them they've ended up in the Super Bowl. I mean, that's pretty impressive with the competition level in our league. That's pretty much all we have for the breakdown for tonight. Thank you for joining us tonight for remembering one of our past champions, and Osky Assassins owner Brad Kozlarich, our 2011 Hardcore Challenge champ. At this time, want to give out our call-in number if anybody wants to call in. If there's anything you need to get off your chest, any rules you want to put on the table, just want to call in, just to call in. There's the number. Write it down. Obviously, it'll be the same one every time. Save it. Mark it. All that good stuff. I do want to give a quick breakdown of our VP race. It's getting tighter. I checked it again. We had somebody else cast their vote last night. Looks like tonight we've had another vote. So we've got one owner has squeaked ahead by 1 vote. There are currently 14 votes cast. So there's only 6 votes remaining out there. We've got our incumbent, Tom, I'm thinking RBs, running. We've got Matt, Beaver Street Roar, J-Dub, Donkey Punch, first time running, and Ben, Stinky Pinky. Those are your 4 candidates. That poll is up on the homepage, bottom right-hand corner of the NFL.com homepage. That's where you can cast your vote for that. We still have the poll up from last week's show that we were talking about the tiebreaker rule that we are looking to, which actually is looking like it's probably going to get changed unless we start getting some negative votes. I think me and the VP are on the same page on that one. We really think it should be the head-to-head format, but we want to make sure we get as many people's weigh in on that as possible. So if you have, look for that post, scroll back down a little bit on the timeline of the Facebook page, and you'll find that post where you can cast your vote for the tiebreaker rule. I guess that's it. Since nobody wanted to call in and had anything to say, I guess that's it. We'll go ahead and cut it off for this evening. Tomorrow night, 10 o'clock Eastern Time, we will be breaking down the 2012 champion, Donkey Punch, J-Dub Hauser. Until then, guess I'll see you guys same place tomorrow night. Good luck. Game on.